What's up everybody, I am the Mangoose, you are awesome, and I've been trying to keep people updated on all the different games that I think can finally bring us out of our gamer's slump and offer us the gamer's high that we got from Paragon. That of course includes Core and Predecessor, as they are directly using the Paragon assets to not only recreate but improve upon Paragon itself. But what about Ethereal? They aren't using any of the assets. In fact, they started production of their game well before the cancellation of Paragon was announced. So why would I ever talk about a game that isn't directly attempting to bring back Paragon? Because I feel that it would be a disservice to my community to omit a game that can not only bring back the feeling of playing Paragon, but improve upon that experience exponentially. I think I summed up the experience of Paragon best at the end of my Fae overview.
Will I miss the Fae? Of course, and I'll also miss Paragon. As much as I've made fun of the game, it was something that I truly enjoyed. There was something special about Paragon that went beyond the inclusion of a Z-axis in a third-person MOBA. The beautiful graphics, sound design, and perfectibility animations combined to create a uniquely visceral experience that would make your heart race and your palms sweat. In my opinion, that's the true sign of a great game. One that can, for brief moments, make you forget about all the bullshit of real life and transport you fully into its digital world.
Paragon was more than the sum of its parts, and I believe that the experience of playing the game can be surpassed by Ethereal. Whether you loved or hated her, you can't deny how beautifully cool Countess was. But what if she also had a story to tell? There was nothing like the rush you would get playing as Muriel, flying in at the nick of time to assist your allies and turn the tides of battle. But what if that wasn't an ultimate ability? What if you could play a hero that could fly at will? Paragon was known for its beautiful environments, but what if you could destroy that scenery? Ethereal offers all of this and a host of other innovations packaged in the third-person MOBA format. So what innovations am I talking about? I've covered them before, but it's been a while, so let's recap and talk about how they will affect gameplay. It's worth keeping in mind that there is a fine line between innovation and gimmick. If an innovation doesn't offer meaningful gameplay decisions, then it's nothing more than a gimmick. To help explain why Ethereal's offerings are indeed innovative, I sat down and discussed some of them with Owen, one of the founders of Undying Games. First of all, their standard Conquest MOBA mode will be 6v6. Adding one more player to each team should, in concept, increase the number of variations to meta tactics. Owen says they wanted to make the game 6v6 in order to take full advantage of the potential offered by the tiered map structure. Speaking of the tiered map, that's another innovation. Ethereal will feature a map that has lanes stacked on top of each other. Each lane will be its own world, accessible via a variety of mechanics that allow you to travel vertically between them. Owen says that the map structure will create new strategies and possibilities, as well as creating more of a sense of constant danger. Think back to Paragon. Not only did you have to worry about enemies approaching from the side, but also from above you. Now with Ethereal, that constant state of awareness will also have to extend to enemies coming from below. Next up is the plan for destructible environments. Owen says that not everything can be destroyed. That would of course lead to chaos. Rather, there will be strategically placed rocks and trees that can be obliterated. While it hasn't been firmly established as to how you can tell what can and cannot be destroyed, Owen explained that there will be two tutorials for Ethereal. The beginner's tutorial highlighting basic MOBA tactics, with an advanced tutorial showing you how Ethereal's innovations can affect the game and explaining what can and cannot be destroyed. One of the more exciting features of the game will be the Sky Slayer class, a highly mobile jungler with the ability to fly between lanes and take advantage of the Sky Jungle. As Owen explained, they don't want cosmetics for the sake of appearance. If a myth has a shield, then they should be able to use that shield functionally in combat. If a myth has wings, they want them to fly. That does bring up some balance concerns, however Owen indicated some of the possible solutions to the problem, such as a stamina bar of sorts that serves as a flight time gauge. That is just an idea though, and there may be other routes to take in order to balance the Sky Slayer class. Speaking of classes, Ethereal plans to have 8 distinct classes to choose from. Most are based on MOBA classics such as tanks, marksmen, and healers, however they will all be implemented with unique ways to approach gameplay. Owen says that having 8 classes will help diversify strategies. Balancing all of these new aspects will certainly be a challenge. Hell, adding one person per team will almost certainly fuck with queue times and matchmaking. But the team at Undying Games are more than qualified to handle the issues. Time will tell if they can be successful, but I am willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. One other complaint I hear about Ethereal is their art direction. However, that was mainly when the game was in its infancy. While they did at first have a more cartoony appearance for their myths, the community spoke up and Undying Games listened. Owen says that they have increased the quality of the myth models to better fit with the environment. They've gone with a more Final Fantasy style appearance for their characters. I for one think that the 3D models for Ethereal are absolutely breathtaking. Let's take a look at a high-res image of Shinbi, one of the later heroes added to Paragon, and set it next to a high polycount image of Malaya from Ethereal. Now I love Shinbi with all my heart, but goddamn, Malaya blows her out of the water aesthetically. With all of this being said, I'm still extremely excited for both core and predecessor. I know that they can deliver the Paragon experience I so desperately crave. However, I'm also more than willing to give Undying Games and Ethereal a chance to blow me away. A chance to take all the things I loved about Paragon and improve upon them. A chance to not just recreate the experience, but to make it infinitely better. If you're also willing to give them the chance they very much deserve, check out their Discord linked in the comments below to stay up to date on their plans. Just be sure to appease their moderator by supporting the addition of a little Merchant Girl myth to the roster. This is the one and only Mangoose signing off. You guys have a good one.
Mangoose!